we talked about real quickly, like people mentioned building. Well, that's the land is not the same value as it was, and so
Another drink
says right. And so can you buy a lot now what you could a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago? When
absolutely not.
Right. So and again it all plays back to a lot of the same things that it kind of feels like a broken record, like again and again and again. But when you talk about like developing land, that takes time, that takes structure, that takes labor, and a lot of different labor. A lot of different labor when you go into what it takes to actually subdivide something out. And I think a big misconception, and I could be wrong, buyers, I could be wrong. So I think they see construction, so you see ball homes in Jessamine County off Brannan, like they're
flying up.
They're there.
Yep.
But those weren't thought about 6 months ago.
Those have been in the works for years.
Exactly.
Like since 17, 16, 15.
Right. I was going to say, so I can go back and look, and you can, as professionals, it's our job to kind of know that, like, what's being developed where. And so when you're off Harrodsburg Road and across from the springs at Palomar, is that what
the Palomar?
Yeah. So where they're developing that, everyone's like, oh, what's happening? That has been planned for 4 years at
Fritz
least.
at Summits Farms took like 10
before
ground was ever broken.
Right.
And we all love Shake Shack and like the new Apple Store and Whole Foods, but like that wasn't just like, we decided last week that we're gonna have like this big like multi-functional living space with commercial space. Like
it doesn't. That's not how it works. No. And I think one of the things, and I know that again we digress, and that's just part of what we do, and that's great. But is focusing in on that market of centrally what's happening here in central Kentucky is people are seeing these homes that are being built, and so they keep thinking, well, I'm just going to build. That's
my cousin. He lives in town. He's an officer here for LPD. He finished his basement. I don't think he would hate that I said this out loud. He finished his basement, sound system, drywall, bathroom, like the whole nine. Like this, a perfectly finished bathroom, carpet, 30 grand. And we have another officer friend. He's not family, but he's a very close family friend. He got quoted, I think last month. It's April right now. So this was in March. He got quoted because of shortage, because of labor shortage, because of material shortage. So everything's more expensive. $65K.
Yeah.
To finish his basement. And we're not talking about like some crazy big house. They're both ball homes. My cousin's house, this was 2 years ago when he finished his basement, maybe 3. His friend who got the more than double the price, similar sized home, not the same floor plan, but like for all intents and purposes, the same thing. So like even on the building side, the value you think you're going to get compared to 2 years ago or 3 years ago, it simply isn't there. And we're driving this home just because if you're concerted to buy a house, you should know. You should go in with a realistic expectation, just like when you start.